Fear is such a powerful emotion for humans that when we allow it to take us over, it drives compassion right out of our hearts. Not everything that is more difficult is more meritorious. We are worth only as good as our joys. The truth of our faith becomes a matter of ridicule among the infidels if any Catholic, not gifted with the necessary scientific learning, presents as dogma what scientific scrutiny shows to be false. Sorrow can be alleviated by good sleep, a bath, and a glass of wine. Better to illuminate than merely to shine to deliver to others contemplated truths than merely to contemplate. Nothing created has ever been able to feel the heart of man. God alone can feel it infinitely. To be united to God is unity of person, was not fitting to human flesh, according to its natural endowments. Since it was above his dignity, nevertheless it was fitting that God, by reason of his infinite goodness, should unite it to himself for salvation. The passions are in themselves neither good nor bad. The knowledge of God is the cause of all things. Human salvation demands the divine disclosure of truths surpassing reason. We can open our hearts to God, but only with divine help. The knowledge of God is the cause of things, for the knowledge of God is to all creatures what the knowledge of the artificer is to the things made by his art. God should not be called an individual substance, since the principle of individuation is matter. To pretend angels do not exist because they are invisible is to believe we never sleep because we don't see ourselves sleeping. It is requisite for the relaxation of the mind that we make use, from time to time, of playful deeds and jokes. Because we cannot know what God is, but only what He is not. We cannot consider how He is, but only how He is not. Reason in man is rather like God in the world. Everything that man wants or desires, it is necessary either for us ultimate end. The truth is the agreement between intelligence and things. It must be said that charity can, in no way, exist along with mortal sins. To convey somebody, go and take them by the hand and guide them. If then you are looking for the way by which you should go, take Christ because He Himself is the way. That the saints may enjoy their beatitude and the grace of God more abundantly, they are permitted to see the punishment of the damned in hell. How can we live in harmony? First, we need to know we are all madly in love with the same God. Clearly, the person who accepts the Church as an infallible guide will believe whatever the Church teaches. Peace is the work of justice indirectly, insofar as justice removes the obstacles to peace, but it is the work of charity, love directly, since charity, according to its very notion, causes peace. Because of the diverse conditions of humans, it happens that some acts are virtues to some people, as appropriate and suitable to them, while the same acts are immortal for others, as inappropriate to them. Whatever is received according to the nature of the recipient. The knowledge of God is to all creatures what the knowledge of the artificer is to things made by his art. All that is true, by whomsoever, it has been said, has its origin in the Spirit. A man does not always choose what his guardian angel intends. Better to illuminate than merely to shine, to deliver to others contemplated truths than merely to contemplate. Good can exist without evil, whereas evil cannot exist without good. The study of philosophy is not that we may know what men have thought, but what the truth of things is. Man has free choice, or otherwise counsels, exhortations, commands, prohibitions, rewards, and punishments would be in vain. Our manner of knowing is so weak that no philosopher could perfectly investigate the nature of even one little fly. Love takes up where knowledge leaves off. For loving draws us more to things than knowing does, since good is found by going to the thing, whereas the truth is found when the thing comes to us. Love is a binding force, by which another is joined to me and cherished by myself. Because philosophy arises from awe, a philosopher is bound in his way to be a lover of myths and poetic fables. Poets and philosophers are alike in being big with wonder. We can't have full knowledge all at once. We must start by believing. Then afterwards we may be led on to master the evidence for ourselves. Love must precede hatred, and nothing is hatred save through being contrary to a suitable thing which is loved, and hence it is that every hatred is caused by love. To love is to will the good of the other. There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship. Love works in a circle, for the beloved moves the lover by stamping a likeness, and the lover then goes out to hold the beloved in reality, who first was the beginning now becomes the end of motion. No man truly has joy unless he lives in love. The things that we love tell us what we are. We must love them both, those whose opinions we share and those whose opinions we reject, for both have labored in the search for truths, and both have helped us in finding it. We can't have full knowledge all at once. We must start by believing. Then afterwards we may be led on to master the evidence for ourselves. Man should not consider his material possession his own, but as common to all, so as to share them without hesitation when others are in need. The highest manifestation of life consists in this, that a being govern its own actions. A thing which is always subject to the direction of another is somewhat of a dead thing. Man cannot live without joy. Therefore, when he is deprived of true spiritual joys, it is necessary that he become addicted to carnal pleasures. A man has free choice to the extent that he is rational. Wonder is the desire for knowledge. Well-ordered self-love is right and natural. 3 things are necessary for the salvation of man: to know what he ought to believe, to know what he ought to desire, and to know what he ought to do. All the efforts of the human mind cannot exhaust the essence of a single fly. Temperance is simply a disposition of the mind which binds the passion. Every judgment of conscience, be it right or wrong, be it about things evil in themselves or morally indifferent, is obligatory, in such wise that he who acts against his conscience always sins. Justice is a certain rectitude of mind, whereby a man does what he ought to do in the circumstances confronting him. How is it they live in such harmony, the billions of stars, when most men can barely go a minute without declaring war in their minds about someone they know? The principal act of courage is to endure and withstand dangers doggedly, rather than to attack them. Law is nothing other than a certain ordinance or reason for the common good, promulgated by the person who has the care of the community. If forgers and malefactors are put to death by the secular power, there is much more reason for excommunicating and even putting to death one convicted of heresy. In order for a war to be just, 3 things are necessary. First, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause. Thirdly, a rightful intention. Mercy without justice is the mother of desolation. Justice without mercy is cruelty. Which of Thomas Aquinas' quotes impacted you? Please share your thoughts in the space provided below. Please click the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to A Wise Person Once Said for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.